Welcome!
For the next POI on our POI tier list, we have Scarecrow Fields. For those of you who may notice, I am sick. I have COVID right now, tested positive on Monday, so yeah. That is why I sound a bit congested, and I will be coughing a lot, so just keep that in mind. Yeah. So if I sound different, I apologize. It'll only be for this video, hopefully, but we'll see. We'll see how long I say sick, I guess. But anyways, to start with, we have Scarecrow Fields. It's a tier 3 POI. One of the nice things about this POI actually is in a good place for potato plants. So if you're looking for like early like crops that you can harvest, it's a good place for it. You can find some corn as well, so pretty useful. I'm hoping they make a real Scarecrow at some point, but yeah, we'll see. But it is a good place to get some basic potatoes and corn, so if you're looking to like actually start a farm, it's good. I'm not a huge farm fan, as most people know, so keep that in mind. I don't really care that much, but if you like farming in this game, well, then it's a good place to go. But yeah, it's basically just this big open area. You can run around, look at all these different areas. There could be a potential dog. I don't see any, so that's good. This is where you climb in, though. Come up a little trellis on the side here. Doors open. Got your little bookshelf and a bag already, which is nice. Also, keep in mind that since I'm max level, there's going to be a lot stronger zombies than you normally will face. So just make sure that while you're watching, don't assume you're going to face charged zombies every second. But anyways, come up to the attic, clear out a few zombies, clear out these areas, come over here, takes you to this big hole that you land into their bathroom with a ladder, medicine cabinet, which is pretty good. There we go. Oh, hi. And then you jump out into the window. Parkour does make this a little difficult, so be careful. Wait, what? Why am I not? Okay, there we go. Anyways, go through here. You got another books, pile of books. Oh my god, I'm losing my mind. And you come down the staircase to the main floor. Don't do that. There's a bathroom right here, of course, but guess what? Just a medicine cabinet, nothing too crazy. So, if you need a little bit more meds, it's a good place to go, especially early game. Got a locked door right there. I'm just gonna shoot it open with a gun safe and ammo pile. I don't see a way in other than breaking the door. So, if you want to get this ammo pile and safe, you do need to break the door. And come over here. There'll be a few extra zombies. There is a basement that I accidentally just broke into. Awesome. Got a couple more bookshelves, so if you're looking for more books or magazines, this is a pretty good early base to clear out to check. Come down into the basement. Of course, more zombies, nothing too crazy. There's a lot of books and a lot of medicine cabinets, which is kind of nice. So, early game, if you're maybe looking for like, you know, an infection cure, steroids, anything like medicine could be good. This opens up this back door. I believe it also... Does it unlock the... No, it doesn't. It's just a separate place, I'm assuming. Okay. Is it separate? Excuse me. Where's the entrance to this place? It's been so long since I've done this POI. I actually don't know. There must be an entrance somewhere. Maybe there must be an underground entrance. I apologize. I am very delirious right now, if you can't tell. More than normal, at least. Anyways, here it is. Here's the hole. Come through the hole. It's kind of like an underground tunnel. Stop. It takes you to the farmhouse. Just keep moving around. Come up the ladder. Got an locked door there. Unlocked door here, though. Spawn all the zombies. This is basically where the last of the zombies are. This is like the end loot area. Whoa, there's two of them. You are taking a lot longer to kill than I expected. Thank you. Anyways. You have your ladders, there's two. This one you can like walk across that thin beam, or you can try and jump across. Regardless, Come over here, you have your third ladder right here that takes you up to the top. This will take you to the end loop. You just gotta, like, you know, balance beam yourself over. Do they really make you jump across? That's ballsy. Regardless, here's the end loot. You got your few crates, you got your weapons bag, med pile, etc., etc. And that's the end. In here, you have, I believe this gives you nitrite. Yep, nitrite. So if you need some nitrite, there's some corn right here for corn seeds. And you also have the tractor for potential engine or car battery. You have more of these pallets as you go around, some more nitrite, corn, etc., etc. So if you need plant fibers, corn, nitrite, car engine, or car battery, it's a good area to take. This opens up into the back, and you're let out because you can just do this. They expect you to jump over. So that's pretty much it. I expected this to be a rope. Is it a rope? Is that a climbing rope? Like one that's actually climbable? I don't know. Regardless, can't even get up there unless you break it. So that is it for Scarecrow Fields. What would I rate Scarecrow Fields overall? Well, when it comes to creativity, I mean, it's fine. I'll say it's a B tier. It is a tier 3. And tier 3s aren't always going to be creative, but it is kind of unique how you have to, like, you know, go up the back trellis, go up into the attic, then come down, and then you go underground connected to their barn. So it's kind of cool. For tier 3 especially, it's kind of unique. For loot, I'll say it's a solid A tier. I mean, you have a bunch of medicine cabinets, a few ammo piles, and you have that gun safe in here, or that wall safe in here, so it's a decent amount for tier 3. And then you also have, obviously, the end loot. So it's pretty decent for loot. For resources, I feel like it has to be an S tier for tier 3. No. Definitely an A tier. I'm sorry. Because you get a lot of early game food, so potatoes and corn, which is good. You also get corn seeds from here, as well as you get like the nitrite, the potential car engine and car battery from these two. The one in the barn and the one right here. But besides that, like there isn't enough to, I think, say S tier, but I think there's enough early game resources, like if you need an engine for your first mini bike, or if you need like early food like potatoes and corn, it's good. So I want to give it A tier for resources just because it's good for early game, but late game you're never gonna need it. Like you're not gonna need food end game, at least for me. I never need food late game, so it's not really important there. And then there's so many other places you can find more of those types of things, but overall, Scarecrow Fields for horde based potential, like D tier. It's not good. I don't like it personally. But overall, for Scarecrow Fields, we are going to give it a B tier. It's good, but you know, not the best. There's definitely better, but it's still solid. Solid loot, solid resources, especially for early game. Late game, it just falls off a little bit. For the next POI on our POI tier list, we have NDC Checkpoint 1. Now, although this isn't part of the POI, I am going to include this checkpoint section as part of it, because it's part of it. Let's be honest for a minute here. It doesn't count for, like, the POI, like the building, but it's always here, I'm pretty sure. So usually at these checkpoint spots, there's a lot of cars. So off rip, a lot of mechanical parts, a lot of electrical parts. Also could be some loot in this truck. I don't know if it's always this kind of truck, but regardless of that fact, there's a decent amount of mechanical and electrical parts, as well as like metal and engine / batteries. So there's a lot of good stuff already off rip. Most of these checkpoints, because there is a couple of them, they're always kind of laid out very similar. Like there's a medical tent with, you know, your your monitors that can give you electrical parts. You have your gurneys that give you, I think, short iron pipes, servers for electrical parts. So you can get a lot of like high value resources early on. There is beds over here. These beds over here also give you a good amount of resources, right? Like it gives you scrap polymers, mechanical, electrical, and short iron pipes. Excuse me. So it's a lot of good stuff that you can get from the hospital bed. So I recommend breaking those down whenever you see them. Can you stop? Thank you. Anyways, and you just keep going through each tent. More, more beds, more zombies, more electrical, mechanical parts, etc. I think you know the drill. But a lot of good parts, or a lot of good mechanical parts already. Or a lot of good, a lot of good resources already. So that's a really good start. Not too many zombies in the tents. You can come over here to like the food area. There's a food pile. Obviously several zombies. Got some paper boxes. Nothing too crazy. Some chances for murky water, so if you need water. Then you come over here to like the research area where they're trying to figure out probably what's causing the infection. For like storytelling purposes, I guess. Over here is obviously more electrical, mechanical parts. That's really about it. You'll notice there's a lot of them here. You can also come over here now. There's the porta potties that I think they spawn in. Yep. Alright, come on. Come on, guys. Stop having issues with the porta potties. And then you have this little, like, trailer here that has some very basic stuff. Nothing too crazy, of course. Got another car. Got all these dead bodies. These dead bodies are great for nitrite, bones, and rotten flesh. So if you're looking for bones for glue, nitrite for gunpowder or something, or rotten flesh for, farming, which is really the only use, then I would break them all. It's a good amount of resources. Stop. Thank you. You got a gun safe in here. Door is locked. I don't know if there's a way to open that naturally. I think you have to break it. Regardless, this is the end loot in this room right here. Make sure I clear it out first. Thank you. Break these real quick. You have a lot of shelves here. So you have shelving, military goods, military chests, military shelves, military goods. You know the drill. Foot locker with all these boxes. So off rip, like loot wise, you actually have a lot of loot as well, just in this place alone. Just break that open if you want the gun safe. It's a metal door. You're tier 4. You should have a pickaxe of some kind already, so it shouldn't be too difficult to break. But yeah, once you get through like this place right here and you get that gun safe with all this stuff, that's pretty much it for this POI. It's not too big. It's very open. So you can kind of just do what you want. It's a really good one to gank, actually. If you want to just loot gank, you just run over here, jump over this, break this, like, cloth door, and then you're already at the end loot. So it's one thing you can actually get the loot, like, insanely fast. So, overall, what would I rate NDC Checkpoint 1? Well, for creativity, I do like these checkpoints a lot. There is a checkpoint that I believe if you go through it actually triggers a trap and spawns zombies. It's not this one, I don't think, but there is one. I do like these checkpoints a lot, so I'm gonna give it a solid at least B, if not A tier. It gives a lot of good, like, world building kind of thing, It tells you, like, oh, what they're doing and, like, which area and everything like that. It kind of explains, like, how, like, the government tried to solve this problem that was going on in the game. So it's kind of cool. I do like it. The horde base potential is F tier. Alright, it's all on the ground. All of these are paper mache, basically. They like break in one hit. This is not a horde base. I mean, if you want to break everything and just build a base here so you can get the loot bonus, sure. But that's a lot of work just to build a horde base when there's the drive-in diner that you can just go to. Like the movie theater. Sorry, not the diner. The drive-in movie theater they can go to, and it's the same thing without having to break shit. So I'm gonna say F tier. Not very good for horde base. Loot and resources. Resources, I mean, it kind of has to be S tier, no? Just the amount of mechanical and electrical parts you can get from all this, plus all the mechanical parts and, like, iron you get from all these cars alone, probably justifies it being S tier. You pop a salvage candy, or like the salvagers candy, or hackers candy, sorry. Yeah, hackers candy. After you, clear this base out with like a coffee, oh my god, you're gonna leave here with like 500 mechanical and electrical parts. That's an over exaggeration. I actually don't know how much, but it's a lot, so you should be good there for a while. Loot wise, it's also pretty decent. I'm gonna say a solid, we'll say A tier. The reason why I'm gonna say, oh, hi. Anyways, I'm invisible. I don't know how it sees me. What the fuck? How does it see me if I'm invisible? Anyways, regardless, there's that little section with a little more loot here. Sorry, missed it. Did not see it when I was running around. I'm gonna give it an A tier. I don't think it's, well, I'll say S tier with a caveat that it's good because it's so easy to get all the loot. Because you literally just run in here, come over here, kill the zombies in here, and you have about 90% of the loot in this room, right? You have your, like, military chest, the end loot, all this stuff over here. So, and then you just come over here, break the door, get into the gun safe. And if you really want this, like, food crate, sure, come over here and grab the food crate and you're done. That's pretty much all the loot you need to search. So, overall, NDC checkpoint 1. I think I'm going to give this one a solid A tier. I think it's very cool, very fun, a ton of good resources, a ton of good loot. But definitely like not S tier, just because this one's very open and very kind of like basic compared to the other ones. There's a couple other ones, or at least there's one other one that I'm thinking of that I like a lot more. So I'm going to give this one A tier for now.